I'm Hiram Goins, and I live United. Getting out of the military, which I was stationed in Colorado Springs, Colorado, I sold my house out there, moved back home. I rented a nice home for my family and I, and this was a home that I thought I would be able to purchase one day. At that time, the house went in foreclosure, and we was in danger of being put out on the street and becoming homeless. At that time, this is when I heard about the SSVF program that was housed at the Prosperity Center, which is the collaborative of the United Way. With the assistance of the SSVF program, which is the supportive services for veterans and family, they were able to help my family and I to find a home, to help us with financial needs, as far as household supplies, as far as paying bills. And actually, it was a great program because they help you to become stable. The help from the United Way and its collaboratives, I was able to start working. Now I want to give back and to support my family. The change is wonderful. To be able to bounce back, to rebound back from such a world of chaos. I now have an opportunity to see what life is really about. I am a student, I'm a part-time student. I want to be able to work in a community or nonprofit organization where I can be a help to someone as the United Way helped me. To be able to be independent, support my family, and to be able to stand on my own 2 feet and be the man that the Lord created me to be.
I'm Renee Thomas, and I live United. When Luke was 3 days old, we took him to the pediatrician. He had an astigmas in his eyes. They shook violently. He couldn't concentrate. The pupils in his eyes were straight up and down, and they bled into his iris. There isn't any surgery or glasses or any form of treatment that can actually correct it. Luke started attending the Children's Center when he was 10 months old. We were told that he would never walk, he'd never talk, pretty much that he would be feral. And when he got to the Children's Center, he quickly started learning to adapt and, making little headways and getting a little bit further than what everybody said he was going to do. He has succeeded in every goal that they've ever put before him, and he's just striving and thriving and continuing to grow into a little man that just, you can't stop him. He started kindergarten, he was in public school, so he's doing great. He's doing awesome. If there wouldn't have been funding from the United Way for the Children's Center, there wouldn't have been a Children's Center for us. There wouldn't have been a place for my son to go and to thrive and to succeed in his life as to what his normal is going to be. I think, in 5 or 10 years, the sky's the limit with Luke. There's not any holding him back. I would say when you look at your children, you take and look at them each individually, and there's not anything that you wouldn't do to see them succeed and be the best that they can possibly be. With the United Way campaign, I think that you can do that. You can help your children, you can help your neighbor's children, your friend's children, someone you don't know, but they all deserve a chance.
I'm Stacy Wharton, and I live United. At the time, I was raising 2 kids and my niece, and with no family support in the area, I was working at Walmart 3rd shift. It was really hard without a car. And at the time, I could not and still can't afford to miss work or risk losing my job because I do have responsibilities. And I one day actually walked 3 hours to get from work when I worked at Walmart because it was on Sunday and the buses don't run on Sundays. A co-worker told me about Ways to Work. Ways to Work is a United Way funded program, and that was a great program. I had no idea what it was. To obtain my loan for a vehicle, and the relief and the stress relief alone to have a vehicle to carry my kids where they needed to go, to get me back and forth to work, It's unbelievable. Awesome. The main thing about this is I was able to keep me and my kids focused, to watch my kids graduate from Clemson University and East Carolina University, and now I'm in school for myself, graduating in December. Without the United Way programs, I would have had to struggle just to make things work due to some choices or some other people's choices. But with United Way and their programs, it has helped me to better my family, better myself, number one, and actually pay forward, I like to say, to other people that are in need. I'm very grateful, and I thank so many people. Even in my down times, there was somebody there to just kind of lift me up, and you can do it, and you're gonna do it, and I did it. And I just want to let you know that it's major for people to support these programs because it really is life-changing.